It's the night shift.
Playing the soundtrack to your week.
Sundays to Thursdays on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Yes, indeed, and we're halfway through that week right now, being a Tuesday night, which means...
Music Live DXB.
Yes, indeed, and welcoming Abbo once again, our music promoter in town, to come and talk music. How are you doing, sir?
How are you? I'm really good. I always love these days coming in with you.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Thanks for always having us back.
And what I like as well is the variation. I will say a big hi to everyone on Facebook Live who's watching us, the thousands out there watching around the world. Last week we had a lovely singer-songwriter in who's writing 1,000 songs in 1,000 days.
Right, that was amazing, right?
Swap Machine was amazing. Of course, we've recently had a Latino band in, all the way from
Cuba, and Paddy Man with a 9-piece band.
Paddy Man with a 9-piece band. But you've gone again down another musical direction.
Well, I think historically we're kind of known by a lot of people as just being kind of like the singer-songwriter guys, the acoustic guys, and a few bands and stuff like that. But we let anybody up to do whatever, within reason. Let anybody up to do whatever they want, and we get a lot of hip hop guys in on our nights, and we're not known for hip hop. People are quite surprised when they see the hip hop acts come on. But one of these gentlemen has joined us tonight, Mr. Storm Fernandes, who's been a really, really ardent supporter of our Go Play the World nights over the last few months.
Fantastic! What a great name!
Thank you for the beautiful intro, Abbo.
Always
Storm Fernandes. I mean, that's got star power written all over it.
Yeah, it does.
It?
But a lot of people assume it's a nickname. Yeah,
is it a real name?
Yeah, that's why I put the Fernandes at the end of it, so it signifies like that's my name.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
With an S, though, right?
Yeah, Fernandes with an S. Yeah. I stress on that a lot.
And we've also got another friend of the show joining us, Aman Sheriff, tonight. Nice to see you, sir.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Nice to have you always in with us.
Can we just hold that guitar up, because we've got a little bit of branding on that, haven't we? Go Play the World. That's what you're all about, isn't it?
Well, I've been looking for a black guitar like that for a long time, and our previous house guitar that we used on our nights broke, and it just so happened that when we went into a shop, didn't we? And we saw that, and we were like, "That's the one we want." We played it. Sounds amazing. So I got some stickers made up with, I think Identity, the company is, so I just give them a shout out.
Right.
They were amazing for me. They've done some T-shirts for me, cups, and they made that sticker for me just for the guitar, so we can at least advertise that on our nights as well when we're playing. So,
right, let's talk a bit of hip hop then, and your journey into it, Storm. How did it get started for you, and who are you listening to that really influenced you with hip hop?
Well, there are two sides to it. So when it comes to hip hop, my first introduction to it was because my sister had brought home one of the Eminem albums.
Right.
And my folks knew that a parental advisory sticker was slapped onto it. So they told me that I can't listen to it until they fact check it. And I had no alarm. I had no phone when I was a kid. Somehow I mustered the energy to wake myself up without them knowing. I creeped into the hallway and I heard them listening to it. I heard everything, but it didn't. What registered was the wordplay. He was making words rhyme that were not meant to rhyme, and things were so complicated. It was almost like he was a percussionist.
Yeah.
So that drew me in and then formed my love of the language. So you put those two pieces of my life together, and that's when my love for hip-hop started.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it can get lost, can't it, in the explicit lyrics sometimes that come on, and people just automatically label it as bad music.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but again, music is very subjective, right? There are artists that face certain kind of lifestyles, and if they do write songs about it, it's probably because that's all they've lived. So they're preaching their story. Okay. And that's part of hip-hop that I love too. It's a voice of the people.
Yeah.
So if you know where to listen to and what to listen to, it'll change your perception immediately.
So when it comes to writing your songs, what kind of subject material can we look at, in your music?
First, I'd like to say honesty. There was a time when I used to write music earlier where, like you said, what I hear is what I try to write, even though I didn't live it, not one bit.
Yeah.
But then I regressed a bit and had a bunch of life experiences that were worth putting down on paper. And then I just thought there are people out there that probably went through the same thing or might go through the same thing. So if my music or my writing can help them through it or give them comfort that someone else knows what they feel like, then I'm going to do it.
See, I just want to jump in there as well. Yeah. And I know you're saying it from your perspective, but I would kind of say exactly the same thing as a guy with, everyone knows I go around with an acoustic guitar and write songs and sing songs.
Yeah.
And I do exactly the same thing from my perspective. So if people can see that we're very, very different in our genres that we do, but the message and everything we're trying to convey is exactly the same. If you can't be put across what you're trying to say, it doesn't come across as genuine. And like you got to listen to Storm. I love what he does, and everything he does is absolutely genuine. So I love that.
Do you think
Thank
people
you,
can
Abbo.
pick up on that? The fact that you're coming from a place that you've lived through.
Yeah, well, Abbo hosts GoPlayTheWorld, these open mic nights, and ever since I started coming by, the beauty of it is when people come to you and tell you, I felt that because I saw you feel it. Because you tend to relive the moments that inspired each song.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of sometimes a sad song. It's a beautiful song, but it comes with sad memories attached to it.
Sorry, I don't want to jump in again, but the hip hop guys we get up there, it's really like, because you get guys up there with a guitar or an instrument or whatever, and you can kind of get away with not physically putting the performance across. But the hip hop guys, the only genuine ones we see that get on stage are the ones that physically do it as well. The people stand up there with a microphone and try and rap or try and do whatever they do. But watching yourself and Reason and Quizzy Quiz, the three guys that I think are the best ones that come on our night so far, they really physically put themselves into the performance as well, which really conveys it amazingly, I think.
Awesome. Storm, we've brought a man, of course, with guitar, the branded guitar.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for us first? Tell us.
Well, Aman and I spent some time reworking one of my songs, and it's Hurt Me So. It's Love and Tragedy, the story of the song, and we wanted to break it down a little bit, especially for your show. Hasn't been done before. We practiced it the other night.
Oh, cool.
But it's an acoustic version. Aman's going to be helping us out with the chorus, because, come on, his voice, it's only
it's
right.
fantastic.
And then I'll kick in with the verses, and, all we can hope for is that you like it.
I'm flattered that you've done something especially for this show. So take it away. Live on the night shift, we have Storm Fernandes and Aman Sheriff. Here we go.
She said, why you gotta hurt me so?
She said,
Why you gotta hurt me so?
yeah,
I give you everything and more.
she said,
But why you gotta hurt me though? I pull close now, you let go. I walk away now, you want more.
yeah.
She said, all I want is to know is why you gotta hurt me
I was
so.
once told a connection is through the soul. Do you feel whole with the person that you hold? Damn, whoa, that's real deep. She was the one conversation I'm willing to lose sleep for or over. Something I wish a story wasn't. I'd have stayed pausing if I knew the end was coming. To be more than her man, to be abundant, feeling redundant, laughs getting pungent. Not the nice spice, no wussy, but I dig it. I don't have 9 lives, but I'm a dog. I am sick, so I got 9 lives. Like where I'm at, or who I'm with, or what I'm doing. Am I chilling with the guys or a chick? I guess the timing ain't right. That's just a fable. The fact is I'm messed up. My mind states unstable. You stayed fighting, denying that I'm in denial. I wasn't evil in your head, you were an angel in mine. So now she's singing.
Why you gotta hurt me so?
She said,
Why you gotta hurt me so?
yeah,
I give you everything and more. But why you gotta hurt me though? And pull close then you let go.
you let go.
Walk away now, you want more.
Yeah.
She said, all I want is to know is why you gotta hurt me
There
so.
were no fair exchanges and no refunds. It would be selfish for me to say I want a rerun, cause I'd be doing you wrong once again. I love you too much for us to just be friends. So what's the fix? It's me. Will I succeed? We'll see. Just know I'm working round the clock within the space in my head, fighting versions of myself just to make sure that I get to see you with me. But if I miss that train, this version of me will no longer be, and you won't ever have to guess if I've got you on my mind. The view of you was the news, you'll stay on my headlines. Now I'm singing.
Why'd I have to hurt you so?
Yeah.
Why'd I have to hurt you so? You give me everything and more.
Yeah.
But why'd I gotta hurt you though? Why'd you have to hurt me so? Why'd I have to hurt you so? I'll do everything and more.
But why'd I have to hurt you though?
Oh, wow. So cool, guys. That really
Amazing.
was. And that's the first time we've had hip-hop on the show. And
Hey, I'm glad.
I just felt it live. And I've not been to hip-hop concerts, seen hip-hop gigs, but I really felt that. That was beautiful.
Amazing. Thanks for letting us all come on and do this, right? And I love the fact that they made the effort to really change it up. So, the next one's going to be on a backing track, but to really change it up and do it acoustically. They did it Sunday night as a practice at the open mic night. And I'm so glad glad they came on and did that. Thanks,
That was
guys.
super.
Really.
So what's the scene like for hip-hop artists like you here in the UAE?
It's building. It's definitely building up. You've got a lot of communities that get together, and either it's for shows. We've got Al Circle Avenue, a lot of places in Al Quoz.
Yeah.
We've got Abbo opening his doors up to people.
Yeah.
And if you look hard enough, you will find a community to be part of here. But you've really got to look, because there are some communities where you need to show that you're actually part of the scene for you to become part of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Is there a desire though to maybe spread your wings a little bit and see how you could maybe get on in the UK hip hop scene, or maybe the States or Canada? Is that a burning desire perhaps?
It's building every day. There are responsibilities, I have to be honest, but there is a game plan here. It's not just for me to just practice every now and then let it fizzle out.
Yeah.
This time I'm all in. The beauty of social media and with what these gentlemen do is that it helps you reach so many people. You get people connecting, messaging you, telling you, are you coming down to UK? That's so amazing. What a time to be alive, because you know that there are people across the city or across this country that are actually interested in seeing you live.
Yeah.
I think the persistence as well is a big thing. I remember when you guys first came along to our nights, they weren't. We had the odd. Abu Dhabi was always good to have different people, hip hop and spoken word artists and stuff like that there. But when these guys first came along, I think, was it you that messaged me? Somebody messaged me.
It was me.
And said, but I do hip hop. I said, well, you just got to understand that when there's a whole host of people playing acoustic guitar and singing their songs, and you stand up as the only hip hop artist, you are going to stand out over the top of everybody else. And it really grabbed people's attention, right? So having that opportunity to do that and their persistence to keep coming back, we now have a whole mix of hip-hop artists and acoustic singer-songwriters and bands, a whole collection of all the genres that you'd expect that should be at open mic nights doing this, and it's all thanks to these guys.
Yeah, and that really worked, I think, with acoustic guitar and the vocal, the different style of vocal from Aman. I thought that was beautiful.
You're
going to do one more for us, which is something a little bit different, not with acoustic guitar. We're going to put a backing track on for this one. Tell me about it.
So the song's called I Don't Sleep, and what it signifies is that when you come to a realization that maybe the hard times in your life were actually caused because of you, because all humans are going to go, oh, this happened to me, I'm so sad. But it takes a lot of growth.
Your fault.
Yeah, it takes a lot of growth to one day get up from bed and go like, wait a minute, I think that was me.
Yeah.
So this song's about that realization where, I might have been my worst enemy in a certain situation.
Yeah.
So it's called I Don't Sleep, because when I do, all my brain plays back are the good memories that are actually nightmares technically, because I don't have them anymore.
And that makes, I suppose that's maturing as well, isn't it? Becoming a man and saying, okay, I made some mistakes and let's talk about it, let's sing about it.
Yeah.
Take it away once again. It's great to have you on board with us tonight on the show, live on Music Live DXB. This is Storm Fernandes.
Yeah. Look. My pillow's a time machine to the floral smell of your hair and the times I've been. More than 100, your love was in abundance. I was kept wondering, what did I do for me to be gifted you? Now I'm thinking, I read the book wrong or skipped the chapter. This ain't right, where's the happiness after the disaster? Mastered my doubts and finally see clearer. The sight of human happiness was nearer. You said you were a fool for coming back to me. That's blasphemy, you bear no blame to the fact I couldn't see. In suicidal times, you're my dose of sanity. This was fate, I didn't plan it. Your gravity kept grabbing me. Alien found his home planet. Beam me up, baby, though an intruder. I promised to try harder and be truer, but I looked at my shoulder and spoke the views of her. For her to be happy, you gotta let loose of her. Yeah. But in our moments of sin, we found heaven. They say love is a drug. You're deceived to the addiction. You are under my skin, a familiar itch. I dream dreams of you that led to this impasse or crossroad. It's foretold. Every person on earth has a soulmate. No one told me the mistakes we make can permanently close gates. You run circles in the corners of my mind, so sublime, the best kind of once upon a time. The way memories of you seem to move. Your laughter, my music, it puts me in a groove. Yet here I dance lonely, a dance for the alone, a dance for the regretful, the dulling of my soul. You did once notice me, filled me with poetry. It's flowing, see, picture perfect Polaroids, or so to speak. They stay tainted with my insecurities and doubts. I stand thirsty for your love when it's me that caused the drought. Go.
Wow, that was spectacular once again. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Great to have you on the show. Where can people follow your music and maybe see you live around the city?
Yeah, well, right now, if you follow my socials, that's the best way to get any news of any shows I do. So you can find me on Instagram at Storm Fernandes with an S.
And with an S.
With an S. And on YouTube, that would be Storm Fernandes Music. Same thing on SoundCloud. I'm going to be heading off to LA for a bit. When I come back, all the other platforms will be set up, like, you know, the Deezers, the Angami, and Spotify and stuff.
Are you going to be doing any gigs in LA?
Yes, we have a few lined up because I've got my best friend down there, so he's been doing the groundwork. He sent me an email yesterday about the shows we've applied to.
Okay.
And then it's just all go from there.
Right, that's fantastic. And any gigs that, you know, we can see you around Dubai?
Follow my socials. That's the best way to find out. Yeah,
For the next few weeks, you're going to be away, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be away for about 3 weeks from today. So from today, well, tomorrow, we'll be down at Pizza
You'll be at
Live.
Pizza Express?
Yeah,
All right, Pizza Express in Business Bay. Oh, amazing. I thought you were going before that. That's why I wanted to get you on the show before you went as well.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, I'm really happy you managed to come in with us, right?
Yeah,
you know?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Storm, it's been brilliant having you on the show.
Thank you
and
very
also
much.
seeing Aman once again. You're going to be travelling as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Montreal in May. Yeah,
Great.
so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're losing our musicians, are you?
Well, no, it's time. You know, that's what this place is all about. And it's, you know, this is one of the things that we've been trying to do at Go Play the World very much is when this sort of thing happens, there's always somebody there to fill that void, you know? So it's all the new, you know, year on year, we've had new people, a new season of people coming in and, you know, becoming friends for that season and they move on. And then, you know, always having to fill that void is difficult sometimes, but it's getting easier and easier because people are getting wind that, you know, this place is changing, you know?
It is. Times they are a-changing in the world of Bob Dylan.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hang on to you, Abbo. Once again, Storm,
Amazing.
Aman, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
so much, Mark.
Been a real
Thanks,
pleasure.
guys. Thank
Taking
you.
us up to 10 o'clock. Deep Blue Something, yes. Requested on our best of 3 with breakfast at Tiffany's. This is The Night Shift.